Hi, I'm Rebecca Balcarcel, and I can help you cite a YouTube video in MLA format. MLA stands for Modern Language Association, and those are the folks who set up the rules that tell us what information we need and what order it needs to go in so that we can cite a source properly. Now, when do you need to cite a source? Well, anytime you quote from it. So if you watch a YouTube video and you say, "Oh, I love that sentence," or "Oh, I like that statistic that was mentioned," or simply, "Oh, I like the idea that this person is putting across," you need to cite that, whether you actually quote it and give the exact wording, or whether you just refer to the idea by saying something like, "In her video, Rebecca Balcarcel talks about the idea that Shakespeare might have meant blah, blah, blah." So just an idea that belongs to the YouTube person speaking, you'll want to cite that and give them credit for their idea. So let's say you need to cite a YouTube video. At the end of your paper, you're going to need to put a citation. The first thing that goes in that citation is the name of the person in the video. So the author, the person who wrote out the script that is being spoken on the YouTube video. That may not be available, in which case you just leave it out. But if it is available, like my videos, let's say you're going to cite this particular video, you would put my last name, Balcarcel, comma, first name, Rebecca, and then a period. There's always a period. So last name, comma, first name, period. The second piece of information will be the name of the video in quotation marks. So the name of this video is How to Cite YouTube Videos. So you would put that in quotation marks and a period that happens before the end quote. So open quote, How to Cite YouTube Videos, period, end quote. The third piece of information you're going to need is simply the phrase online video clip. You capitalize online and then video clip period. That's it. It just indicates that this is from online. Okay, now we're at the fourth piece of information. This is the name of the site, not YouTube. That is the host or the publisher, but the name of the site. So in my case, my site is called 6minutescholar. So if you're citing this video, you would put 6minutescholar and of course the period. Now the next piece of information is the publisher, the site that is making the video available. So that's going to be YouTube. So you put YouTube. Don't forget that YouTube capitalizes the T in the middle. Now after YouTube comes a comma, not a period. And then comes a date. This is going to be the date that the site was created, or not the date that YouTube was created, but the date that the video you're watching was uploaded. You might not be able to find this information, in which case you just leave it out. But hopefully it says this video was uploaded at a certain date. When you're writing the date, you put the day first, such as 22, then the month, April, but abbreviated, so APR period, and the year, say 2006. And of course you follow all of this with a period. The next piece of the citation is very easy. It's just the word web. Capitalize the W, W-E-B, period. And the last piece of information is the date that you personally accessed the video. So the date that you pushed play and watched the video, you need to put that date. If you're not sure when it was that you watched the video, go watch it again and put that date. And again, it's in the format of day, month, year, and period. And that is your citation. However, we're not finished, because when you actually refer to this site in the middle of your paper as you're writing your sentence, in the text, you'll need an in-text citation. So let's say you're writing along and you say, according to Rebecca Balcarcel. Now at the end of that sentence, you would need to open a parentheses and write the title of the video that you're referring to in quotation marks and then end parentheses. So if you've already included the author information in your sentence, you can simply put the title of the video at the end in the parentheses. Now let's say you worded your sentence differently and it did not include my name. Then you would end that sentence, open parentheses, write Balcarcel, close parentheses. It's just my last name. Now, if this were in a book, you would follow that with a page number. But this is not a book, it's an online source, so you simply put the author. That will send the reader to your Works Cited page where that longer citation will be easy to find. They'll see Balcarcel and the entire citation that includes all those dates, the name of the site, etc. All right, so I hope that helps you write your paper and cite your YouTube videos.